Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time, at long last, for some more Lost Eidolons. In fact, I haven't recorded anything for almost a week now, and I have my reasons. It's been a strange time, but let's get to it. So, as I stroll through the camp, I can't help but feeling that this could be the time when the fate of Gilbert is to be decided. You may recall that Gilbert was last left to supervise Clara, and Clara is not one to be supervised. She does not like it when other people have authority over her. She doesn't mind equals in the case of Johanna, but when it comes to taking orders from superiors, there are very few people she would consider to be genuinely better than her. She does seem to respect Eden, although even when she was working with him, she wanted to be running the army and making most of the decisions. Now, Clara's had a bit of a hard time of late. I wouldn't call it a lucky streak, but basically her lucky streak of winning and flawless victories earlier, when she was the only one in charge and doing everything her way, seems to have run out while under Eden's command. This is something she clearly doesn't like. But actually, no, because she had some issues as well while working under other commanders in the rebellion. When people, in this case Gilbert, are placed in direct control of her, that gets her hackles up. It rankles her, and she doesn't like it. It is possible she may have done something to sabotage Gilbert. I don't think she would literally try and kill him off, but she might. That doesn't quite seem her way, though. She seems to respect the members of Eden's company a bit too much of that. So she's been taking heavy losses recently, possibly because her desire for vengeance is causing her to be a bit reckless and take greater risks than she normally would. This could also be reinforced by the lack of resources at her disposal. Normally she likes to go and fully prepare for everything, have everything on her side, and then go in and do the job. I'm just going to do a quick map check, see I'm going in the correct direction. Yes, Marshall is up here and we're to speak to her. Now, during the last siege, Eden was waiting for Marshall to come and relieve him. She did not do so in time. Now, this could be because she was delayed. It could be that Eden was sat around in the mountains waiting for Ballastar to come find him. Ballastar turned up a bit later than expected, which means he might have gone and duffed up Marshall's army already first. Okay. However, the most simple version of events is that after Ballastar's retreat, Marshall had to fight her way through Ballastar's army to get to Eden. That would make sense if she did arrive in time to lift the siege and Eden had passed out. But instead we had Eden chase off all of Ballastar's army on his own, then pass out, then Marshall arrives. And her forces may have been needed to reinforce Clara somewhere. I'm trying to work out how this ties into Gilbert's probable death or demise, but I suppose we shall see. And I'm thinking we're so near to the end of the game now, 1 or 2 chapters away, that it's got to be happening soon. And we may still get a chance to save him based on our high rapport. So first, let's check the board. Only 2. Current prestige 185, available prestige 999. This was there was apparently a bug where when we hit maximum prestige, the next prestige level displayed ridiculously high. So there may be no point in attempting to achieve these, but I'll do it anyway. Threat reduction. Before we enter into a battle against Ballastar, we need to clear out some nearby threats. Win any optional battle. How many optional battles do we get this chapter? Do we get more than one? Or is it just... This isn't chapter restricted, right? So we can do this at any point up to the last chapter. And urgent. Bulk supplies. This might be the last request we get from this region. More and more people from towns throughout Florient have been reaching out to us for basic necessities. We should send them anything we can spare to repay their trust in us. Speaking of basic necessities, I gave a drink to a homeless person today. I was in town getting ready to have a bus go to the bus stop, wait about 10-15 minutes for the bus back home, and I saw the local big issue seller, who's a relatively new one actually, and I saw someone walk up and give him a bag with some food. Looked like some bananas and apples in and some other things. And I stopped by and I said to her, oh, I see, I thought I'd buy a copy of a big issue anyway to, help support her a bit. For those of you living abroad, the big issue is a magazine produced and printed and sold entirely by homeless people, and the money from selling it goes to the homeless people as a group, who then split it up, and they each, the big issue sellers get something out of it. They get to feel like they're making a bit of a living, doing something productive for society. And it's a magazine. I've bought it in the past on numerous occasions over the years. Used to read it a little bit as a student. Nowadays, if I buy it, I tend not to read it, and it ends up going in the recycling bin later on. But still, the money's going to a good cause, and rather than give a homeless person money that they might spend on something daft, you ask them, what do you need? And they might say, like, oh, a cup of coffee or a sandwich or something. You can go buy it for them and give it to them. So I said, I was going to offer you something to eat, to buy you something to eat, but you got that already, so is there anything else you'd like? She said, oh, I'd like a drink. And I actually had a couple of bottles on me that I'd picked up from the shops on my way home, and I was like, yeah, I can go get either of these again. So I offered them to her, and she said, oh, I've had this before and I haven't had that, so I'll have this one. I was like, okay, you have that, I got myself another one later on anyway, so I did my good deed for the day. So purchase 10 supply crates and deliver them to the Taskmaster. I'm sure I can do that. Now, Marshall wants to go speak to us. Eden, after expressing an intention to trust Clara, acted as if he didn't trust her, for the sake of, having Francisco there, because he didn't know if he should trust her or not, so he was like testing her, right? He may do the same with Marshall now that she's absent. And if Robert's the only person in that tent, oh, she's over there, right, okay. All the way over there. She looks suspiciously like that healer from Ballastar's company from behind, actually. Not the robe, not the outfit, the hair. Selena, is it? Let's see. Also, invitation. The invitation could be from the noblewoman that Clara was sent to punish. Marshall does have links to a nobility, and I'm thinking Marshall may have helped Clara. I'm going to do a quick recording check, because, yeah, all good. Right, let's see how this goes then.
Yes?
She says preparations are complete. Preparations for what? For the thing she's about to talk to me about? Or something else? And Eden shouldn't fully trust Marshall, really, because she was also responsible for the plan that led to Robin's death, wasn't she? So that would give him reason to doubt her. But she has been quite supportive over time as well.
I'm sorry. I know I promised to return before the battle. Persuading the nobles to dig even deeper into their pockets took a little more doing than I thought. I'm so sorry. If the rains hadn't been on your side...
I should be the one apologizing. To think that I had the audacity to doubt you. And here you are, showing up with reinforcements. Again. I'm ashamed of myself.
In your shoes,
Has he lost
anyone
weight?
would be a little paranoid. You have nothing to apologize for.
That's the same thing I was just saying.
I think he has.
What you did in Lyriar can't have been easy.
Seems we're both absolved then.
Guess so. Thank you for coming back.
There's a very awkward silence there.
Thank you for being here to come back to.
Please excuse me while I stare at you and we both sway side to side oddly. So, interestingly, I want to check something. Not so much here, but in the cutscene, Eden seemed a little more hollow in the cheeks than before. So in addition to the stubble growth being a little thicker than the last 1 or 2 chapters, there could also be an indication he hasn't been eating properly, hasn't been looking after himself so well, because not just because of military shortages and camp supplies, but maybe he's just so stressed out he's not taking good care of himself. What have we here? Okay, talk to Albrecht. I'm noticing we're not getting a lot of codex unlocks anymore. I may have missed a few in previous chapters, but there's no way I missed a third of them. I might have missed maybe 20, which would still leave 30 unaccounted for, so weird. Was Albrecht was off on some mission on his own at one point, wasn't he, as well? He was around in the last battle, but I don't know. I mean, if it's literally next camp that we start learning about Gilbert, that's another matter, but for now I think... Can I walk through this gap? Yes! I have discovered I can walk through that gap. Look, it's a major breakthrough, okay? All this time of not knowing, and now, haha, the gap has been traversed. Some gaps cannot be passed through, that one can be surpassed. That's great. And he's like right over there, isn't he? I think. No, that's Dane. Are we being sent all over camp again? We are being sent all over camp again, which means we should do everything else as well. And count our gifts. Okay, 4 gifts. And we need to purchase a lot of healing potions and stuff. It won't be easy to turn the tables. You're right, Robert. You're a good friend and I value your support, but I may have to press the G key. Oh, nothing. Just rapport gains. Fine, I suppose.
Thank you.
We may get sent back to him after we've spoken to Albrecht, who's back the way we came, actually. In which case, let's be silly. Let's be really silly and go look at the optional battles this camp. Just one. Bandit duty. That doesn't sound like a save Gilbert's life thing to me. And looking at that may have messed it up, actually. If... Oh god, I hope it hasn't. In that case, I am thinking it is probably the next chapter then, where we would try and meet back up with Clara and her friends. Speaking of her friends, Johanna's right here. Let's say hello. Also, I should work out what I'm doing with my leadership points this camp. Francisco deserves some. Could work with Johanna. Maybe a bit on Sarah. I'm not sure if I want to push that much further. Try and get Andrea up a notch. Edie as well. Actually, yeah, that'll probably be 2 camp activities with Andrea knowing our luck. Actually, no, more like one of those is somewhere where we can't do camp activities. It's meant to be gifts only. These 3 people at the bottom, unfortunately, fat chance.
Hello.
How do you think this battle is going?
I see.
Not well. This is a costly fight and neither side is giving ground. If it keeps on this way, both sides will destroy one another before too long. That's not a battle, that's more of a war statement, but okay. You think we should surrender? That's an interesting statement coming from you, Eden.
No.
No. You and he are locked in a kind of game now. Like 2 ships sailing directly at one another. You could almost say there's a chicken involved. If neither swerves, both will be destroyed. But whoever swerves first will suffer a devastating defeat. That's why Ballastar doesn't back down. Oh! Could this be like the end of Gattaca? Where it's not like a game of chicken, but it's a race, they're swimming in the water, and in the end he wins the race finally for the first time ever, and his brother asks him, how did you manage to find the strength? And he's just like, I didn't save anything for the journey back. So, it's a battle of wills. Definitely something to talk to Albrecht about. I mean, if it was more of a magical battle of wills, I'd suggest Gilbert, but Gilbert, he's kind of lost a lot of his willpower due to his drinking and depression, so not the best person to ask. And what's her name? The blind girl with really bad eyesight would be a sensible person to ask, except she's a minor supporting character with no additional dialogue, so... But Ballastar's ruthless. How can I outlast him in a contest that's costing lives every day? Call him out, single combat, direct conflict. See if he cheats with a bunch of his buddies in again, but have a bunch of yours just in case. You don't have to. He just needs to believe you're deluded enough to try. Okay. So I'm supposed to keep fighting a battle we can't win? Sometimes limiting your own options is the best strategic choice. If one ship captain chains himself to the rudder, then the other one is going to be like, oh yeah? Yeah? You're going to do that, are you? Well look, I'm going to do it too, so there! The other has no choice but to swerve. Or up the stakes. He's not unbeatable, Eden. Persist, and soon the whole world will see it. Wow, press that G key timing well. And Johanna is...
Hello.
A bit of a way. Gifts, what's she like? She likes those. We don't have those. Is she going to like that? Quite possibly. But that's a high value item, so it's worth a save. Come on you, I clicked it. There we go, finally. Let's experiment.
Hello.
Not a category she likes. Okay, weird. She's a magic person, likes magic stuff. Okay. What else did we have? Because, yes, Pavlo's looking for someone as well. We'll have a look for Pavlo.
Hello.
I'll just have a quick try of these on the off chance. Yeah, I don't think we got a favourite of hers today. I think we already maxed Albrecht, didn't we? Right. Whoa. Easy game. Had to press the shift key again there. Dane is here.
Sir.
Anything special? Nothing special.
This'll go a long
Then
way.
again, oh yeah, I was thinking, playing in the mode where, is it Maniac mode, where characters can remain defeated and removed from the game, except for when they're needed in cutscenes. I was wondering how many camp activities that would break, like camp quests. So would they become available for those? So like in the time with your first optional battle, where you have to take Francisco into the optional battle with you and talk to him just to find out about optional battles, would that then break that quest and then you just get your first optional battle in the next chapter? Or I'm kind of intrigued to find out. So I'm thinking my next playthrough may be normal difficulty, but with Maniac mode turned on, before I try like hard difficulty without Maniac, or hard difficulty with Maniac mode. So I know that tent. He's in there, is he then? Okay. Oh, she's way down there. With a bit of a conversation, probably. So, no camp activities for Karen, this camp. But with Albrecht being here, hello. That's a blatantly bright shining light we should interact with. Probably after we speak to him, but it's so obvious. No, let's be a decent man and go have the conversation. Hello. Let me have the conversation across this table. I'm trying to speak to you across this vast expanse of wood and it's just too far.
Welcome.
There we go.
Albrecht, something wrong?
I've been thinking about side effects.
Side effects?
Of the Eidolons' power, specifically upon Ballastar.
I think he's noticed.
I've been going back over my research of late. And the more I do, the more I see signs I recognize.
Yeah, the paranoia.
What do you mean by that?
Anger and wrath that burn unending. Chaos that spreads like wildfire. Once, I thought Oskawasa chose its champions for such qualities. Now, I wonder if it causes them.
The thoughts occur to me.
I won't lay all the blame at the feet of mysterious ancient powers. Ballastar has made his choices. But I believe all that power may be having some effect.
Right. You don't whip fireballs around without it doing something to your head.
Indeed. On that note, I think it likely Venesius may soon begin having similar effects on you, if it hasn't already. I'm sorry. I should have known. Power always has its cost.
Choice? Ooh. I won't stop using this power. Power for it. No. Thank you for telling me. Wait, is this... It's not changing colour. Okay. This is very power hungry. It's abusive. This isn't saying I will stop. And I think Eden should exercise restraint. We don't want him going in the same direction as Ballastar. I've been having this theory for a while now. And shared it and discussed it with a friend, one of the viewers actually, that it seems that the power of the Eidolons seems to drive people into megalomaniacal paranoia. And that's not the direction we want to go. Then again, a megalomaniac would be the man who would be king, but yeah, we go with Douglas Adams, where it's like, you know, it's a well-established or well-known fact that people who want to rule should be in no way allowed to do so. You know, if that's their primary driving goal, that is. So yeah, no, I'm absolutely this. I think this is kind of a no-brainer for me. It's pretty obvious which way I was going.
Let's just be grateful we know about this. I'll be careful not to lose myself, and I trust you to find a solution.
Of course. Whatever it takes, I will. I swear it.
And that's all there is to it.
The gaze of Venesius grows weaker. The solution may be restraint. Now now I can leave camp, but I won't because I'm sure there are many things I can do here. Well, some. This, like one of the last two camps, feels like it might be a bit of a filler camp with not much material in it. But we'll see what happens when I find Pavlo. Recent concerns. Another headache today. That makes the third time this week. I'm growing concerned for his well-being. Or more precisely, I suppose I grow concerned that I've steered my friend wrongly, and his suffering will be my fault. It's not just the headaches, though. Other signs I feared have begun to manifest as well. The mood swings, the suspicion towards Clara, this newfound wrath for Ballastar. How much of it is his own? How much of it is the Eidolons? And I don't think the Eidolon would direct wrath towards Ballastar, but towards... is Ascuasa Ballastar's dragon? Or are they tied even more deeply than I realized? Is that how it began with Fenice? An ember of real pain whipped into an inferno of wrath by an entity that feeds on it. There is a not insubstantial part of me that regrets ever burdening him with my knowledge in the first place. Perhaps it would have been better if his power had lain dormant, if he weren't making use of it as readily as any other weapon. But we need it so desperately now. I think that when this war is done, I have a journey in my future to help him, if only to assuage my own gnawing conscience. Absolutely. And did that give me a journal update as well? It probably didn't, but I should... Where are we? Here. Looks like a no. And so now we get our new document. Excellent. So let's go see what Pavlo wants, and everyone else for that matter. I'm not going to go all the way over there to Karin because she's way out there, and I'd rather go through this middle section and find her again as I go towards the training grounds. Speaking of which, let's see what's on the notice board this chapter. That looks interesting. Is that like a samurai helmet? Hey! Wanted, dead or alive. Name, unknown. Charges, wanted for acts of vigilantism, including wanted for acts of vigilantism, lacking imperial authority. So, unauthorized. Hello. Look, just that one. Wanted, dead or alive. Yeah, wanted, Kieran Park. Charges, just wanted to be honoured, really, you know. And who are you? Wanted, the Phantom. Charges, multiple accounts of impersonating nobility, extortion, and sowing discord among nobility via means of seduction. Ah, these old Imperial wanted posters. They still seem to be around wherever we go. Sometimes we take them down, sometimes we just leave them up. It doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Here's a soldier we should probably greet. See if he's got anything interesting to say. He helped us find that magnificent shield after all, and nothing. Could give him a gift. Can I fight Ballastar yet? It would be interesting to see having characters fall and be withdrawn from the story. How rapport would then be gained with the newer characters, because it seems to be the only way they're going to get it, really, unless we like save up for a really late game. You got anything special, or are you just no? Occasionally, look, the blacksmith's had a little bit once or twice. Hector, I really appreciate everything you've done for us since you've joined us. However, let's have a talk about your past a bit. He may be reticent. Hector, you fought along Ballastar from the beginning, right? Meaning you might know how he fights and have some tips for us. Oh, don't remind me. How did you come to join Ballastar's army? Not Ballastar's, Isoro's. Very true, Eden. Oh, right, yeah, he wasn't so bad when his sorrow was in charge. I mean, I never liked him, but for a while I thought he was the real deal. But you warned us against him when we first met you.
I'm listening.
Meaning? Good leader. Good warrior. Kind of man who could unite people. Although now he unites them with fear. Not such a good leader, but more of a tyrant.
Tch.
But he's not. He's just a stubborn, self-righteous bastard. He's literally not a bastard. Yeah, we're agreed on that. You want to beat a monster like that, you gotta be as ruthless as him. Anyone who tells you otherwise is dreaming. I mean, looking at Hector, right? I'm wondering why affinities. Why they keep putting Berserker and Assassin together. Because Leon had Berserker and Assassin. Robin had... I mean, is it like replacement characters? Not just replacement characters, but is there a common trend of why these are put together? Apart from the fact they're both light armor wearers. Not Lita. Sharpshooter and Berserker, okay. I'm thinking... Lavana, that's the L girl. I'm looking for Dahlia, Assassin Battle Mage. I was looking for Andrea, actually, of all people. She's hiding just down there. Assassin and Ranger. Okay, so it's not quite such a common combination, just a weird one. And we could probably push rapport with Hector a bit if we wanted to. Speaking of which, Pavlo. Not in this area. Yep, down there. Okay. In which case, let's take a bit of a jog. Visit the stables first, right? See who else is here. So Andrea's here. And we could absolutely push a rapport game with her. Oh, she's starting to lose a bit of confidence there by the look of it. Stella's here. Some people are yellow. There may be a yellow conversation here from earlier. Sarah, do you have a yellow conversation for me that I may not have explored that? Right.
Hello.
That's not yellow. Weird.
I can't thank you enough.
Odious P. Yeah, I imagine if I did a massive P, it'd be pretty odious as well.
Hey, need something?
Nope, just checking if you had a special conversation for me.
Thanks a bunch.
She is unhealthily eager. Porter, we need potions. What have you carried all the way here? I should probably check what people have got, but hey, I'm just going to take all these for now, because we really needed them. Large. No large recovery, but I'll grab this lot.
Many thanks.
Here we go. Right. Let's check everyone who's high level and been in battle recently. Because we had a pretty... wow. Yeah, we'll just go recovery. We had a pretty hard time the last few battles, so... oh my goodness, okay. He's definitely working in more of a support role then. Off camera, I did give Marshall back her spellbook, and I believe sorted out her spells just in case, you know, gave her back some of her equipment that had all been mysteriously stripped off when she left us for some stupid reason, even though she needed it wherever she went. Small. Oh, I don't know. I think we can afford to swap that. And we got an optional battle this chapter as well. Okay, so down here. Let's just make sure everybody... Wow. Actually, for Pavlo, he probably needs a large recovery potion. So we'll give him a medium, and then we'll swap it with someone who has a large one, who doesn't need it quite so much. Like that healer. Edie, you got a medium now? Oh no, just gone. Okay, right. So we were down to Pavlo. Right. Dahlia can subsist on that as she's unlikely to see battlefield service for now. Albrecht, oh, small. I mean, and only, you know what, actually, let's swap that for, and I've just remembered I need to buy those supply crates. Give him a magic elixir instead, right? Johanna's good for now. Gabriel could do with something here. Okay, she can work with those for now in an emergency. Oof, Peturian's going to struggle in a frontline role there. Hector is okay. Of course, Raphael's brilliant. Why would he not be? I mean, come on. Think about it. Stella is somewhat less than Stella. Let's upgrade some... Oh, I should be doing this with more people, shouldn't I? If we go rare... Okay, I should be doing that as well, shouldn't I? Lita is okay. And Gisette likewise, just about. So actually, in that case, damn it. All good. I'm doing a quick equipment check. To see if anyone else is still using extremely standard weapons and armor. I mean, I'm not sure we got anything decent to swap that for that isn't in... Oh, hello. Okay, we got that, which we can put to good use at some point. So yeah, just basic combat gear, not trinkets and other things. Okay. I mean, it doesn't need to go legendary. Okay, they're basically the same. Right. Could give him something from that list. Dane seems to be our emergency terrible equipment guy. I think we're all good now on equipment quality for people, for now. Right. Porter.
Welcome back.
Let's see what you've got in the supply crate department. Like, seriously. I'll have all 10 of those, please.
Many thanks.
And then maybe we'll pretend some of the soldiers are going to help me lug them all the way up to the supply board. Just to get them out of the way now. So it seems Gilbert lives on. He has not perished yet. And it also feels like that is definitely something for the next chapter now. Right. Bosh. Do it. Deliver... Oh, right, okay. Oi, you, Greg Davis. You're not Greg Davis. I hear you're pulling towards emergency aid for some nearby villages. How soon do you need them? The sooner the better. Don't go out of your way, though. Our own soldiers obviously come first. Yeah, but, like, here's the stuff, says Eden. I've got 'em ready over by the tents. I hope we got enough. I'm sure they'll appreciate whatever help we can give. By the way, I hear this is the last request we're fielding. Yes, Robert says it's time we stop patching every little leak and fix the real problem. That means narrowing our focus and ending this war as soon as possible. I see. Thank you for all your hard work. It's been an honor, sir. Oh, does that mean we're screwed and can't do the other task? I think not. Oh. No, no, whoa. Oh god, no, it actually does. It closes... Oh no. I thought it had closed the prestige board, so this would now be an automatic failure, but that doesn't seem to be the case. 199. You know what? 200 might be the last reward. That would make sense instead of 999. Okay. So Sarah isn't here looking after the horses today. She's helping deal out slop to the soldiers, or whatever's being cooked. So Francisco's here. And he deserves a bit of a treat.
How's it going?
Francisco, holding up okay? More than okay. Honestly, I'm amazed we're still alive. What's that supposed to mean? Mate, you were there. You saw the bloody state of it. I mean, look, I'm an optimistic guy. Just, but that battle had end of the world written all over it. Sorry to break it to you, but we're still here. And now we've got to win. Shit. Fighting Ballastar makes beating the Empire look easy. Yeah, that's one way of talking about it.
How's it going?
I don't think this is a favourite camp activity of his, but hey, look at this. This is stuff he likes a lot. Bosh.
Thanks.
Have it. You know what?
How's it going?
I think I'm going to hold off on this soldier's badge because I might want to give that to Viturin. Borislav is here. Let's say hello. Just gifts, not even camp activities. He's not interested in the horses. Nobody else here at the stables today. Alright, let's find our way out of this little maze of low fences. Wonder if they practice getting the horses to jump over them occasionally. I mean, for extremely rare battlefield situations. Where the horse is probably panicked and freaking out because it's that desperate and really needs to get somewhere. Who the... Okay, Lita and Giuseppe are both here. And someone over there is her. Oh, there's a lot of people here, actually.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Hey, thanks.
Hello there.
Nothing
That means a
special
lot.
for either of these two just yet. What brings you here, milady?
I've been expecting you.
She ain't gonna say.
My humblest gratitude.
Chatter over a workout with her, that almost sounds interesting. She's not much of one for physical exercise. Kind of hard for her to, with spatial awareness and seeing where everything is.
What is it?
I do appreciate Linna's tactical astuteness and his ability to, it's kind of a distancing effect. Huh. Leonard, Doing okay after that. Oh, Ballastar is a stubborn foe. I'm tired in ways I didn't... Hey, I pressed the G key. But I believe we have cause for optimism. Is there like a scroll up or something? Or view L! L that. Get L'd. L-U. G plus L works really well actually. Leonard, doing okay after that fight. Ballastar is a stubborn foe. I'm tired in ways I didn't even know were possible. But I believe we have cause for optimism. That's a surprise coming from you.
Curious.
2 years ago, it took everything we had just to escape Ballastar's forces. So, closing the conversation log turns auto advance back on again, and it needs to be turned on. Turns it back off again, needs to be turned on again manually. I just found that out now. Now we face them in open combat and stop them in their tracks. Yeah, but it's a really fast turnaround, so that would imply that he was like hard on the outside, soft on the inside, really vulnerable or fragile. Like Ballastar walking on eggshells. Our path is along a knife edge. Too many cliches, right? But we still haven't beaten them, though. One step at a time. Indeed. And
What is it?
oh. Yeah, but like,
What is it?
we've maxed his
Thank
rapport
you.
anyway. So Dahlia's over here. And she's just like, yeah, look what the cat's dragged
Oh,
in.
look who it is.
There you go.
Hi there.
Dahlia, are you doing okay? And she's like, mate, you haven't used me in ages. I barely do anything here. What's the point?
I can get behind that.
I'll live. No thanks to a certain someone. This might not be Eden she's having a dig at here. Is something bothering you? Bothering? No. Irritating? Maybe. She wants danger money. She's a mercenary after all, and an assassin. Such as? The mercenary. Ah, you're upset we're paying Emil more than you. I don't get upset, but I'm not pleased. It's not personal. Emil's got a whole company. They can do things one assassin can't. Actually, if we could send her off to kill Chelsea or something, you know, like someone Ballastar really values. Like Guillermo, probably. They're certainly better at emptying your coin purse. Though I'll admit that one has some skill. For a mercenary. Alright, lady. Thought you were going to suggest some kind of alternate activity. We may need to look at our plans for training for the next few missions. First, though, let's go see what... Hello, there's two people over there as well. Who are they? Richurin and... Oh, her. Edie, I think.
Hey!
Hey, Pavlo, you wanted to talk. And, like, I could try and work out if you like these, maybe. I don't think he's going to like the magic wand. Actually, let's check that now. Because, hey, mate,
Hey! Sure!
oh, he does. Great. Got those out of the way then. Awesome.
Hey!
Alright, what is it, man?
Pavlo, how are you doing after that battle?
Maybe we'll get sent on the rounds. Talk to 3 or 4 people before we leave camp.
To tell you the truth, that one took a lot out of me. I haven't had a fight like that since the time I told Mother I don't want kids.
Oh, mate, what's wrong with you?
It was all I could do not to panic and fall apart right there on the battlefield.
And he's like
It's
gay
normal.
as fuck.
It happens to the best of us.
Alright, okay.
I wish I had the discipline of that fellow with the scraggly beard.
Viturian?
Beard?
Oh, I didn't catch his name.
Mate,
Soldier
Viturian.
type, fights like an Imperial.
Oh, you mean Viturin. He used to be the guard captain at Fairta Gate.
Ah, that explains it. Well, consider me impressed. Watching him flow between enemies, calling out orders, cool as can be. God, it gives me chills just thinking about it. I tell you, I'd kill for pointers from a guy like that.
Well, you know what?
Hang on. Have you two not met yet? I could introduce you if you like.
No.
Oh God, maybe he is
I don't
gay.
want to be a bother.
You know what? I'm not even... No. Maybe he just... Look, I'm just taking a fairly innocent approach. It was just a bit of a joke, right? But maybe the two could learn a bit from each other. Stop looking at me like that. About fighting, right? About fighting against Ballastar.
You have my attention.
Well, hey, look. Can I just, like, give you a thing, you know, that I know you'd like?
I give you my thanks.
Bosh. Got a level. Awesome. Now let's talk.
You have my attention.
Viturin, doing okay after that last battle?
I'm alive. Barely.
I heard you did well out there.
That's so. Well, I'm glad it seemed that way. Between you and me, it was terrifying. Have to say, I envy what you and that bunch from Lanetta have. Especially that Pavlo character.
You're kidding me.
I'm dead serious. That kind of camaraderie is priceless in battle. Men like him make the whole unit fight harder.
Got to take
I
them both
kill
on the
for
same mission
charisma
now.
like that.
Is that it?
You know, he was just saying something similar about you.
He... what?
He wants to meet you. You should go introduce yourself.
Oh gods no. I'm rubbish at that sort of thing. Besides, I'm much too busy. Getting ready for the next battle and all.
You two really are alike.
That beard is way too short to be scraggly. It has to be long enough to be kind of frayed and straggly and squiggly-woggly all over the place in different directions.
You have my attention.
Hey, look. While I'm here and can press the G key... You watch the soldiers around here with such bitterness in your eyes, man. What's that about? Well, hey, they never worked for the Empire. They've always known a life of freedom. They weren't fighting for a false... What do you call it? Like ideology? Like Russia invading Ukraine or something? Your troops are very lively. Lively, huh? I've never thought about it like that, but I suppose they are. No matter how tough things get, they're always fighting their hardest to move forwards. Well, I guess that's a given. It is not a given. At least, not within the Imperial ranks. That's surprising to hear. Mate, you've met him. Casper's troops always seem so disciplined. And my throat's getting a bit dry. I'll have to pay attention to that. Might mean the episode's running a good length already. That particular bar wasn't set very high, was it? Casper's troops were the only proper soldiers in the entire Empire, and that was only because he hand-selected them. The rest of us commanders made do with garbage. What do you mean by that? I'll give you 3 clues, Eden. 3 guesses. Exactly what I said. The Imperial Army is a shell of what it once was. Yeah, they were just getting bodies, bodies on the battlefield, boots on the ground, not training for quality. Scarecrows in shiny helmets marching around like real troops. Mate, with identical suits of armor, identical faces. Almost like they're Romans or something. Makes sense, I suppose, with the cesspool of corruption in the capital. A fish rots from the head. Now hang on, your troops gave ours a hell of a fight at Furta Gate. If it weren't for that trick with the envoy, I don't think we would have got through at all. No matter what worthless idiots the capital sent me, I still held command. I had no intention of losing to some country rabble. I'll take that as a compliment, I suppose. So what do you think of our troops now that you're here? Well, they don't make me want to put my fist through a wall. So that's progress at least. If you get itchy, you're always welcome to hit the training grounds and spar with someone. Oh god, is that going to be an optional thing now? Expertise like yours is always welcome around here. Hey, you could even spar with Pavlo. Maybe the two of you would hit it off a bit. You'd share a few drinks, maybe have a meal together, go beat the crap out of some of Ballastar's soldiers. It'd be great. Oh god, look at Eden's got his like sex molester Jim will fix it face on there. He's like, I'm setting you up. Not really, but maybe a little bit. Your soldiers might not like my methods. Remember, he's an old soldier. Now, let's look at this. Where are we? Should be like here somewhere. Where's Viturin? Ah. Oh goodness, we've only just got up. That was the first one. I thought we were on the second one. Blimey, that's a long way to go. Okay. Because there's a double there. There's something good. Has anyone got a double at top? That we could, or a double at the next level we could be pushing for? Apart from Viturin, that is. Huh. Gabriel has. Interesting. Where's Gisette? No. Okay. Odd. We still haven't got Pavlo up to... That feels wrong for a childhood friend. I mean, not as strong as the bond with... Goodness, these are low, aren't they? Right, okay. Look, there are different kinds of romance. It doesn't have to be sexual. It's just like really good friendships.
Hey!
What?
Sure.
Oh, dear goodness. Talk to Francisco about this, and he'll be like, just have them headbutt each other and get it over with. Knock a bit of sense into both their brains.
Greetings.
Okay.
Many thanks.
We have a lot of leadership points for this camp. Who are... Oh, it's Gabriel over here, right, of course. Anything?
Yes.
Nothing unusual.
I give you my deepest gratitude.
Now, we do have a shortage of gifts, so we're pretty much on... trying to remember wherever the hell Francisco is, this camp. And he seems to be over there somewhere where the big exclamation mark is. He was back in the blooming stables, wasn't he? Yep.
How's it going?
Hey, look. We got this problem, okay?
Hey, Francisco. I need your help with Pavlo and Viturin.
Pavlo and Viturin? I didn't realize those two even knew each other.
Yeah, they don't. That's the problem.
They don't yet. But they really seem to admire each other.
So what's the problem?
They're both acting weirdly shy about introducing themselves.
That makes sense. Pavlo's great at meeting strangers. But when it comes to people he really respects, he gets all flustered. Back when we first met, he tried to ask me for pointers about monster hunting and almost threw up.
So can you help?
Of course, brother. I've got just the thing.
Uh-oh. Is it booze?
Here.
This is...
It's
ale
booze.
from back home?
Yep. Good old Brawlin' Bear from that brewery near Lynetta. If a bottle of that stuff doesn't get those two chatting, nothing will.
Perfect. Thanks, Francisco.
No sweat. Just doing my part to bring a little joy into the world. If there's any good time to make a new pal over a drink, it's a battle like this.
Spoken like a true friend of Gilbert's. Okay. So far, nothing is requiring expenditure of leadership points, meaning I've got a fair bit of freedom in how I use them this camp, which would make sense in Maniac mode with less characters available and no characters guaranteed present, so you'd have less demands on specific characters being fed leadership points. Okay, let's see how disturbingly this goes.
Hey!
Hey, you remember this stuff from back home? You might remember it and like it. Hey, look, we might even get like a rapport game with both of them after this, okay?
Hey,
Or one of
Pablo,
them.
I've got something for you.
A bottle of Brawling Bear? Gosh, look at that! But, what for?
Introducing yourself to Viturin.
Oh gosh, you didn't need to go to that kind of trouble. I mean, he's probably busy anyway.
Mate, he's never had Brawling Bear.
Actually, he said he wanted to meet you too.
He did? What for?
You'll have to ask him yourself.
All right. All right, let's do it. Just a little chat between soldiers.
Uh-oh. Let's leave it a while. Give them time to have some conversation. Oxford. Oxford's here? What, the entire town of Oxenford? Wow. Okay. I'd like to review the training. This is empty. Why is it empty? So we got Francisco on axe and leather. Yeah. Johanna on... What's that? Light or... yeah, leather armor and elemental. Dane on leather and elemental. Look, if we're training Lita, we might as well train Giuseppe as well, right? And I can't for the life of me remember what his other specializations are, so... so I will check. Warlock. Really now? I suppose a little dark magic training won't hurt him. If he's inclined to study it, he's like, oh yeah, I like the battlefield control and the evil shit in your face with bad bugs and stuff. And yeah, you is deaded. Right, there we go. Don't worry. I know what I'm doing. I don't need Lita's help for everything, you know? He says nervously. Right, should I even...
Well, look who it is. Much obliged.
Actually sounds a little bit like Clara there, in terms of the intonation. Right. We have friends and people we just kind of are aware of. Now, I had priorities, didn't I? Francisco... Probably going to have to do a camp activity with Francisco this camp. Might as well give it a try. So Francisco, Andrea, maybe Stella, and Edie. Yeah, definitely need Edie. And she's here, isn't she? We'll hold off on that until we go back to talk to Viturin. And Andrea is just over there. It will be easier to do Francisco first. Unfortunately, I can't talk to him across the fence and just have to run around it like this instead. Whee! Here we go. Let's talk about horses.
How's it going?
Look, you might like this, okay? Never thought I'd be a horse guy, but I'm starting to like them. Well, hey, look, what sort of things do you like then? We know that'll always be a good topic. We might as well throw this in there as well. What the hell?
How's it going?
There's nothing like some cards to pass the time, eh, brother? Especially with a little money on the table, huh?
All right.
Some things never change. I swear, any time someone got a game going in Luneta, it was just a matter of time till you burst in. Haha, those are the days, eh? Back then I could play against someone new every day of the week. Slim pickings around here, though. Maybe you seen the amount of soldiers in camp? I suppose you're just all used to each other by this point. Say, you want to play a hand or two while you're here? I don't think I could afford it, man.
No.
No thanks. I learned my lesson the last time you relieved me of my savings. Does he cheat? Why not try Robert? And he's going to be like, oh, that's not fair. He always beats me. Oh, he's no fun. I can read him like an open book. I need an opponent who can keep me on my toes. Yeah, try Clara. He's like, oh no, I hate her. Johanna. Uh-huh. Because Johanna's like verging on autistic, isn't she? She doesn't show her feelings very well. Suit yourself. If you're not in the mood, I'll just have to go and ask him, I suppose. Horses should be treated as good as people. No better. Okay.
How's it going?
We do that one or two more times, we might be able to get there. That would knock us down to like a 40. And then we'd have like another 30 spent on Andrea and Edie. Right. So that would give us just 10 points. And I think we got 2 gifts left. We have 1 gift left. Okay. Well, hey, grumpy lady, who's the camp cook's sister.
Yeah?
Hi there.
Andrea, how are you doing?
Yeah?
Ready to get back out there? Not that it matters to you. You're not tired? No, I definitely am. But Ballastar's throwing everything he has at us, and it still isn't enough. The tide is finally starting to turn. I can feel it. Really? Well, let's try cheer you up a bit. Get some good food in your belly. You invited me? I'm here. Now what do you want? Monster hunting. She was complaining about monsters, wasn't she, when we walked up past mistakes? Ballastar's tyranny. Oh, she'll like talking about that. This is... okay, fine. Laurier was quiet the last time we came through, too. But it was nothing like this. It takes a special skill to reduce the capital of the whole empire to something like this. That's a skill I don't need.
Sure.
Me neither. Watch yourself. People who've lost this much don't have much more to lose. They might bite the hand that's here to feed them. Yeah, says you. Sounds like you're speaking from experience. I'll bear that in mind, but you be careful too. People tend to drop their guard in situations that feel familiar. Now who's speaking from experience?
Okay.
But I hear you. I'm busy. You can clean up, can't you? Alright, point taken. Let's yes, game, I have to go this way to go that way. I know. It's fine. Would be nice to go spend those points in Francisco now, but I thought I'd go see how things are getting on with Edie. And Vichurin and Pavlo. If they do get a rapport boost, I might even get that level up for Vichurin and a yellow conversation. Oh, hello.
So the horse says, well, if I knew he was the Emperor, I would have jumped higher.
Oh god! Oh my sides!
If I had told a joke like that back in the day, they'd have had me hanged.
Hey, Eden!
Just checking in. Glad to see you two are getting along.
Better than getting along. This fella's a laugh riot.
I don't know
A
what
laugh
we were so
riot?
nervous about.
Thanks for twisting our arms, Eden.
No problem.
I think they're going to be good
Just
friends.
remember, we're still in the middle of battle. Don't get too drunk.
No danger of that. We already killed the bottle.
You wouldn't happen to have another laying around, would you?
Sorry. Fresh out.
Ah, damn shame. That's fine stuff.
You'll have to visit Lynetta after this.
Does Vichurin like
I
booze?
can introduce you to the brewery owner.
Oh.
I might just do that.
Why is Vichurin starting to talk like a robot voice there? I might just do that. Like, turning into Stephen Hawking's here. Okay, that was good rapport gains. Let's have a little look there. Let's review that. Oh, wait, what? Portum honey liqueur? Really? Okay. And we know Francisco likes booze, but he's very close already. So, what did we get? So, Pavlo went up to new conversation, which is good. I don't think we've had that. And Vichurin, nothing new there, right?
You have my attention. I give you my thanks.
Okay. Hello, lady.
Greetings.
Look, this may be a freaky ass scary thing to do, but I think I'm gonna... I could get her drunk. I don't think that's a good idea. We got a yellow conversation here, though. I did talk about doing this, so I will. It's the plan
Greetings.
after all. We priestesses do more than just heal. Yeah, let's talk about healing. No, let's talk about Clara, actually. Because she's got a fairly innocent, sheltered opinion, and so her view on Clara, the hard-bitten, worldly woman, will be interesting.
Hi there.
Hey, Edie, what are your thoughts on Clara? I think her skills are beyond question. Anyone with eye can see our forces have grown stronger.
Well,
You mean anyone with eyes? However, her drive for results can be a bit single-minded. Ah, this is talking as if we're back when she was training the whole army, isn't it? Part of why we've had such a high rate of accidents during training.
Yeah.
I guess being a healer, you'd have to deal with results. I have. I think it's something she should be more mindful of. But don't mistake me. Clara is no tyrant. Anytime I've pointed out similar issues in the past, she's always found a solution. She didn't bite your head off? Oh, she probably did.
no.
No, not at all. Actually, I've found our discussions quite stimulating. I didn't know you two got along so well. Clara and I speak a similar language. I wish I could say the same. Don't worry about me, I'll be alright. Yeah, a language of results. She's like, look, if these people are badly hurt, they can't fight well, you know. And hey, yellow conversation. Well, let's go have a yellow conversation over here first. And he's going to say, hey! Again, and then talk in a higher voice for the rest of the conversation.
Hey!
There we go.
Hi there.
Pavlo, what are you doing, man? Training my core muscle groups.
Whoa.
By lifting a rock up and down?
Yeah.
It may seem simple, but there's no better way to grow stronger. I've been doing this for years. All part of being a merchant. After all, the stronger you are, the more goods you can haul.
Alright.
I knew you were pretty strong, but I never thought you were this kind of level. You're as much of a musclehead as Francisco. Ha! I wish, but thank you for the kind words. I'm serious. The second he sees this, he'll be asking you to spar or arm wrestle on the spot.
Oh.
Well, I'm always up for arm wrestling. Sparring, on the other hand, that I'm not so sure about. What makes you say that? Truth is, I've been struggling to keep up with the regimen around here. I've been swinging training swords sunrise to sunset, but I don't feel like it's doing much. I want to help, but I'm not learning new skills fast enough, so I figured I'd better focus on stamina. Pavlo, you're doing just fine. Strength and skills. Trust me, maybe strength is a skill. The way he does it. You don't need any special training, just some hands-on experience. Sure, but I don't like getting my rear end kicked by some scrappy little guys next time. Look, I've been asking him for pointers, but next time it's always something different that gets me. The second I'm put in a new situation, I've no idea what's going on. Trust me, real combat isn't that different, you know? Really?
Uh-huh.
Building strength is easy to judge, but skills are harder to measure. Just because you can't see the differences doesn't mean you're not growing. Even losing is good experience. Hell, it's the best experience, really. You know what to not do wrong next time. Training something you can't see? Army life is hard.
Alright.
Just be patient and take it one step at a time. I'll help you however I can. You know, you just made me realize I've been going at this the wrong way. Well, how's that? My mother used to say, Pavlo, with arms like that, you're destined to be a heck of a lot more than selling chickens. Destined for a hell of a lot more. I always used to laugh it off, but I guess it must have sunk in. I thought since I came here to do great things, the rest would work itself out. But I was just putting the cart before a horse. You gotta become more to do that, you know, but don't you worry though, a little thing like this won't stop old Pavlo. Putting in the work is my speciality. Before you know it, I'll be catching up with all of you, so wait for me, will you? You got it, man. But you're already a great person, never forget that. Yes, sir. Well, there's a few moments I thought that conversation had finished, and it hadn't. Yellow Master of Arms. Interesting. Why? Why is this yellow? So. It would be interesting if over here on this side, while the maxed out skill icons are highlighted, it would be interesting if the currently being trained skills also had a slight highlight around them. A bit like this archery highlight here, right? Is that highlighted because he doesn't have a bow equipped because he's currently got close combat weapons equipped and his bow's in the second slot? I don't know, but it would be interesting to have a little highlight on the currently training skills, even if in a slightly different colour. Alright, 40 training points. 40 leadership points left. Let's go see what ED has to say. Oh, that's very... No, it's not as close as it looked. That's alright. Hello, lady. What are you looking at? All the way over there, past Eden's shoulder.
Greetings.
Greetings. Let's get your attention for a bit. Edie, I heard you were looking for me. Ah, there you are. I was hoping to get your approval on something. Oh, she's up to something. Look at that sideways glance. Are you really going to let me get away with this? Look. Will you take a look at this? Principles for Proper Camp Life. That's an unusual title. Oh, since our last conversation about rest for the injured, things have really improved around here. So I thought it might be good to write down some additional guidelines for minimum standards of living in camp. You know, stuff people could read. Oh, okay, let's take a look. Oh, it's going to be like really basic level primitive stuff, or like insultingly bad, or have some obvious mistakes in, isn't it? When training, only use a blunt wooden sword. Arrowheads should be removed until ready to use. Oh god, no. No, you can't have... You can't have archers walking to the battlefield and then like getting ready to attach a load of arrowheads. Well, just before they walk to it, you know. No, you could get ambushed and stuff.
Whoa.
This is pretty thorough, actually. It's only the most important tips for everyone's safety, says Edie. And Eden's lips aren't moving, so yeah. It's only the most important tips for everyone's safety. This one says maximum 1 drink per day for all soldiers. They're not going to like that, you know, lady. Limiting alcohol consumption is essential to a healthy lifestyle. Yes, it is. A sip every now and then is tolerable, but everyone around here drinks to the point of intoxication regularly. They're probably drinking to cope with the horrible shit they're going through in this war. As it upsets the morning working schedule, I decided to set a hard limit. Yes, but you don't necessarily have authority to set such limits, do you? Oh, goes Eden. Bloody hell, I was looking forward to getting absolutely rat-arsed tonight with... Oh, and Gilbert isn't even here in camp. Bugger! I should just get drunk with Francisco then. If you're okay with this, I'll put it up on the board. You can add additional rules if you'd like.
Nope.
I can't approve this, lady. Well, why not? I agree with your advice about the injured. But I can't ask everyone in camp to abide by rules like this. They're human. As opposed to what? Animals? Human beings require law and order, Eden. I meant as opposed to machines. People are complicated, Edie. War is hard. Everyone's dealing with it in their own way. Health and safety tips don't matter to a soldier who knows he could catch an arrow tomorrow. All he cares about is surviving the next battle and winning. Oh. Sometimes it takes getting banged up in training to learn a lesson that'll save your life tomorrow. And when the pressure gets too heavy, sometimes drink can dull the terror. Or the guilt. They're all just doing their best to get by, really. I know you have good intentions. But good intentions can steer you wrong. These people need empathy, not more rules. I'm sorry, I've been short-sighted. Hey, Edie, look, come on now. Please, excuse me for a moment. I need some time to think. Yeah, I've got it. Take all the time you need, lady. And that leaves us with 42 gifts. I'm inclined to actually say I'll give my voice a bit of a break and decide what to do with those remaining leadership points after the optional battle. Nothing extra for Dane at this kind of level. We should definitely try and hit the top with Francisco very soon. So that'd be 15. Another 15 could go to Johanna or... Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure where the other 15 would go. Which means Francisco definitely. Oh, wait, why? What? Why do we have to go and talk to Marshall? Oh, that's not completion, that's new thing. Alright, yeah, sure. Must have unlocked it by doing some of the other stuff.
Yes?
Marshall, how are you holding up?
With sticks and twine? I don't know how many more battles like that I have in me.
Is something bothering you? If you need to talk, I'm here.
I think it is.
It's just... When I was back in Lyriar, I ran into an old friend of mine in Adrian's.
Yeah, about that invitation.
We went out for drinks one night, got to talking about him, sharing stories. It felt...
Nice.
Like home.
empty. I was glad someone else missed him, but I just felt this painful longing.
For your brother?
No. For me. I realized after Adrian passed that Lyriar never felt the same for me. I've spent years mourning him, but I never realized the other thing I lost. My home.
And Ballastar destroyed it.
Changed it anyway. But yes. Talking with my old friend made me realize how much I missed it. The place I belong. Do you think,
What is it?
after the war, could I have some personal time? To return home, sort through some things.
Sure. You take all the time you need, lady. Actually, I was thinking, was this going to send us off to talk to, like, Lita's brother, Leonard, maybe even Albrecht, and Gabriel? They might be people who know about Lyriar and have good conversations about. Yeah, but yeah, you take some time alone to go home, reconnect with the countryside and the city you lived in, you know.
Marshall, of course you can.
Not
You
as if
don't
I had
need my
any choice
permission for
there.
that.
I know, but I welcome your
It was
blessing.
probably based on rapport
Then
and
you
previous
have it.
choices.
And when you're done, you always have a place to come back to.
Thank you.
Oh, Robert, yeah, hey, because after this war, Eden's going to have to go home too at some point, right? Yeah. Let's talk to people. This is fun. This is like get rapport with people who we've already maxed it out with time.
Yeah?
Hey, Robert. What have you heard about Lynetta
We
recently?
should probably talk to Francisco about this as
Well,
well.
that's
then.
out of the blue. Feeling homesick?
Yeah, actually, I am.
Sorry, Cap. I know how that is. It comes and goes for me too. Well, according to Pavlo, the town's seen a fair bit of fighting. A lot of people have left. At least the ones still alive. And Lynetta's not the only place that's been affected. Half of Benario's been uprooted by the war.
I'd like to go back and visit after the war.
That might be a tall order. Something tells me when this is over, we're gonna have our hands full for a while.
Yeah.
I know, but a quick detour won't hurt anything. I want to pay my respects to those who died, comfort the ones left. Maybe we could hold some kind of ceremony.
That's a good idea. Might give folks some closure.
Closure, huh?
Cap?
I just realized, that's something Marshall never got. I need to go ask her something. talk about this later?
Sure thing.
Yeah, that closure is something I didn't get after, well, some last... A lot of people have been letting me down and not letting me get a sense of completion in the last sort of decade. I mean, there's not a lot I can do about it, really. It's just, you know, cowards who run away and just leave you stuck there and nothing to ever finish it off, you know, just... Would be nice to try, but then approaching anything, would it even be worth it? Would anything good come of it? Or would it just be like really awkward and unfulfilling for both? And just like, why are we stirring up this old trouble again? What is supporting those greaves? And there's no creases. So you got... What's supporting those greaves and sabatons? Because they're not supported by the wooden frame. Oh, are they leaning up against the... I see now, yeah, okay, fine. Leaning up against those wooden boards. Is there like an extra... I think there might be an extra 2 legs, like an extra support. I can't get a good... Alright, sod it. You. No, that's just the central post. There isn't an extra one coming out supporting it, so that's weird. Maybe they're just standing up unaided really oddly. Okay, hello lady. Look.
Yes?
Eden's going to be like, I was a stupid prat and killed the guy in front of you when I should have just let you do it, lady.
Marshall, I have a delicate question for you.
Okay.
I was talking to Robert about going back to Lanetta after the war.
Thinking about taking some personal time of your own?
Why not?
Yeah. And holding some kind of ceremony for the fallen. It got me thinking about your brother.
Oh.
You said you never had the chance to grieve properly. I was wondering, did Adrian ever get a funeral?
No. Given the circumstances, the eyes I had on me at the time, it just felt like a luxury I couldn't risk.
How would you feel about putting up a memorial for him in Lanetta? A proper one. A hero's grave.
In Lanetta?
Why would you do that?
You've said yourself, you wouldn't be here if not for Adrian investigating Morin. And I wouldn't be here if not for you.
Is there not a more appropriate
As far
place
as I'm concerned,
for a memorial
he was
for him?
the first rebel casualty. He deserves to be remembered.
Oh, Eden.
But if you're not comfortable putting it in Lanetta,
She
or
sounds really
if you
touched.
I think that it's a wonderful idea.
She's
Adrian
shaking
might
her
not have
head.
known Lanetta, but I do. And I know he'd appreciate the gesture. Besides, it gives me an excuse to come visit.
All
As
right,
if
then.
you need one of those.
It's settled.
Eden, you're a very kind person. Thank you.
Wait, what was that? Oh, Eden, I thought, what was that extra line? And now we can talk to her again for even more stuff. Okay, sure
Yes.
then. Hey, did you need anything as well? You know, while we're... Preparations are complete for what? Huh.
Was there something else?
Yes, actually. I forgot to mention, but I received an odd letter for you in Lyriar.
Uh-oh.
Odd how?
Well, it was unsigned for starters.
It's
Also,
a trap.
how to put this? It felt familiar, as if the writer knew us personally.
Not
What
Leonard.
did they want?
That's the strangest part. As far as I can tell, nothing at all. All they did was express admiration and wish you the best.
Hold on.
Well, that and quote poetry.
Oh!
Here, see for yourself.
Francisco.
Trust is a garden that yearns to bloom. Pretty. So, we have a mysterious fan with a flowery pen.
That's about the extent of it.
All right. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for letting me know.
We know someone who likes poems. Let's go talk to him. He'll probably deny it and have nothing. That was it. Just like a one objective task. Hello, goodbye, done. What? How bizarre. Where is it? Where's the one? Okay, no, it was a continuation of that. Alright. Maybe there was a rapport gain for her there, but... Hold it. Did we get the letter? So we could read it. I don't think we did. Is it in the tent? It's not in the tent, so we can pick it up. Let's go back to here. Okay. Down to here. Hey man.
How's it going?
Got the horses. Oh, booze. We know he likes booze, but he's so close already.
How's it going?
Wait.
How's it going?
Oh, he's not that close.
Thanks.
Okay, well, let's head on up here to the optional battle, which will be the next episode. And for now, I think I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next one, whatever it's called. Probably not for the eagerly anticipated Gilbert content at this point. I'm going to say goodbye for now, though, and see you all soon, everyone. Cheerio!